start our discussion on. So it's all about you waking up early in the morning for the purpose of winning. And there are things that this time around, compared to your previous waking up, that you are going to do intentional, so that you can change and command your morning in style. You understand? Whereby you're intentional about what you want out of the day. So when you wake up, there are things we do. We people, they are just champions of the day. Not as I repeat, not everybody who wakes up to win. Other people, they wake up to catch up their daily routines. You understand? Because before even our wake up and win, because they've been waking up, but to do what? No wonder the report card is the same. They don't have much to present. But this time around, that's why I don't want people to get comfortable with this routine. We're not just waking up here to do whatever. No. We are waking up. You understand? There's a private routine which you do intentionally before when you tune in. But more importantly, this is what we do as a group to add to supplement what you have already done at individual level. Are with me? So here is what we are talking about. When you wake up, first thing in the morning, you understand? You want to make sure that your knees are down. You understand? If you start with God will be in your evening when you are still in your morning, which means God will be ahead of you. You understand? Prayer is a gatekeeper ahead of you. You understand? So it can cleanse your path through the way. You understand? You command, because the beauty about 5 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever, is when between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. is when we are more spiritually alert. Our mind is most calm. You understand? During 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. You understand? Whereby our flesh is not in control. And people who have gotten rich in the morning, they wake up between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. And during that time, they meditate and they get time to have conversation with their God. They get time to really go in a spiritual realm. You understand? So they can be able to command their day, to command their morning. It's when they get to be innovative. It's when they get to be creative. It's when they start to perceive things from different dimensions. It's when they get different insights and get different inspiration. I don't know if it's making sense to somebody here. It's when they get these different inspirations. Why? Because after 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 p.m., you have no time to think. You have no time to meditate. There are a lot of things that are waiting for you. But during that night time, when there's calmness in the night, when the darkness have taken over the earth, you understand? The Spirit of God is always hovering over the darkness. You understand? And remember, our mind has the three parts. We have the mind, we have the will, we have the emotions. And our mind we are going to use to think. You understand? And our will, our will enable us to this in decision making, and our emotions will enable us to act. You understand? So those faculties are more at use, more alert. They are always vibrating at the highest level of frequency during 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Whereby even if you pray around 3 a.m. that's why some people within 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. find yourself already waking up, because it's when even the Spirit of God is more aligned to your spirit. It's because during that time is when you switch off your flesh. You understand? And you go in a sleep mode. And remember, we all know that once you sleep, your body is done asleep, but your mind never sleeps. Actually, ever since you got born, your mind has never slept. You understand? You sleep because you shut down your physical body, but your spiritual being, or which is the mind, for it does not sleep. It goes in different places. And if it's not guided, it will meander around. Some of you, once you sleep when you are going back to the village. You are going back to your former schools. You understand? Some of you, once you sleep, you start seeing yourself going back to villages, going back to your old office. Why? Because there is an altar during the same time. There's somebody maybe in a different place, and is summoning your spirit, is coordinating you like a piano. You understand? Is praying you, is orchestrating your destiny, and moving you from the original calling. Because remember, before you were born, there was a calling upon your life. There is a map you are supposed to move on. This is what you are supposed to do in different seasons. And trust me, if you are not alive, you not hear the proceeding word that comes from the mouth of God about your life, about your destiny. And between 5 a.m. To 3 a.m., that's when you can really talk to your God, and even you can pray and hear that the God has had it during the calmness of the night, during the darkness. If you read the book of Exodus, it tells you how the God we serve hides in the darkness. Is a consuming fire. It moves in a dark cloud. You understand? In the darkness where it hides is where the spirit moves. You understand? And the majority of the poor people, they just sleep. They sleep. The sleep is more interesting during 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. They sleep. Their mind off. They sleep. You understand? Even they move through 5 a.m. and even they go into almost midday. Come on. You have been doing that. So now we don't want to wake up like other normal people. You wake up normally, you get normal results. You wake up extraordinary, you get extraordinary results. You understand? Now we want to harness all to tap into this time zone, 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. You understand? Make it at once. Well, normal people at least wake up at 5 a.m. You are not too late. You understand? Do some personal routines. By the time you reach 6 a.m., you come and join the group routine, which is the general wake up and win for Irev partners. But let me tell you, if you can have that moment and meditate about your vision, meditate about what you want to create, the products, the people you want to meet, and trust me, try it. 3 and 5 a.m. Go and pray. Go in your secret room and see yourself meeting those people you are ought to meet about Omega Pro. See yourself having those nations you want to have about in your Omega Pro team. See yourself having these nations. You are having different countries working under your team. See yourself having people of influence working under your team. You understand? Go in your spiritual dimension and command, send your prayer to meet those people. Send the Spirit of God to go and meet those people in their respective places. You understand? And as you start the day, the Spirit of God will move and it will make it to those people to come and call you. You understand? Because you went into your secret room and prayed when nobody was seeing. You understand? And those prayer during that time zone when most people they are sleeping, you understand? They wake up and they feel a burden on their heart. They want to call this woman. They want to call this man. But the prayer you send is the one that did the work. Are with me? That's why normally for me, when I don't joke with this morning routine. That's why I don't want anything to do with what point. It's all about you and your destiny. Because there are a lot of people that they are waking up whereby their goal is to make sure actually most of the people, the altars they have in their clans, from your villages, from where you have come from, from your brothers, from your relatives, the altars they are lazy to make sure they don't lie. And every time they wake up during that time zone, the signals they are sending to you, who is not guarded with any spiritual altar, is to make sure you don't lie from where you are. That's why this 2022 is already predictable to you. It's going to end the same way it ended last year. Yes, that's how it has been the last 5 years, because nothing is changing. You understand? Nothing is changing. And the question is, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do differently? The answer is the wake up and win. This time around, you are choosing to wake up intentional. You wake up. The first thing to do is tap into your spiritual frequency, because remember, you are not a physical body having waiting to die one time to have a spiritual experience with God. No, you were there. You were created at the foundation of earth. Your roots are in the foundation of the earth. You were there in the beginning. You just tried to manifest on the day of your birthday. You understand? But before even you came, let me tell you something. The reason I don't know if I'm going far, but the reason why you before even you came on this in this earth, you were 9 months in a different world, in the dark world called the womb of your mother. In that womb, there is not like this, full of darkness, but you were there, you were breathing, and even your mom could hear you when you are kicking. You understand? Just imagine you are in that dark world. You are not yet in this world. Your birth started counting when you came on your birthday, but there was 9 months that we don't count when you're still in your mother's womb. Let me take you a bit deeper. But inside that womb, you were functioning. You had lungs, you had eyes, you had nose, you had all the organs, you had all the senses that we are not using. You are not using. Let me tell you, you cannot use your eyes in your womb, in the womb of your mother. I don't know if you can think about it. You cannot use your ears in the womb of your mother. You understand? Because they are not designed to, those instruments, they are not designed to be used inside the womb of your mother. They are designed for a different world. You understand? So as long as you are going to be in your mother's womb, even you'll be having a mouth, but you cannot use your mouth to eat or to speak anything inside your mother's womb, but you'll be live and kicking for all of those 9 months. As you become transfigured into a full being that you're created to be inside that womb. So the womb will serve that purpose. It will lead the technology, the instrument, the tools you need to open to the next world. So you'll be having the mouth, you'll be having the tongue, you'll be having the all this kind of stuff as far as your body is concerned. You'll be having the eyes, you'll be having all the senses, but you cannot even hear nothing inside that world. But you have ears, but they cannot hear. You have eyes that cannot see inside the womb. You understand? But your speech is already inside that young body. You understand? But let me tell you, the moment you were born, you used the real mouth for the first time because you cried. You used the real mouth for the first time. Are you with me? And it was exciting word. And the reason why you cried is that you are scared because you are so used of the world whereby you everything you are just using the umbilical cord, which connected with your mother's system. Now you are here on your own. Now the reason why you're crying because it was comfortable being in your mother's womb for 9 months. Now you are here in the world, seeing things, hearing things that you never had. It scares the hell out of you. You understand? But the doctor will do everything possible to activate all your organs. You start breathing. They pump oxygen into you. And guess what? All your organs are activated. The same way you activate your physical organs. Let me tell you, this is what we call also your spiritual organs. And some of you are old, but you have never activated your spiritual organ. Even you cannot hear the voice of God. You cannot hear the voice of the one who sent you here. Because all you do is to eat, grow, make money, and defecate. Are you with me? I'm not trying to be insultive to anybody. I respect everybody, but I'm trying to take you somewhere. But let me tell you something. There is where you grow, and you have to activate your spiritual. There's what we call spiritual ears. There's what we call spiritual eyes. Whereby even other people, they are having nightmares, but for you are having vision. You can see things before they are done when you have activated yourself. And everybody has that potential. Some people, they are seers. Some people, they are prophets. Some people, they have different spiritual dimensions. You understand? Other people, let me tell you, some people, the accident they have survived is not by mistake. Their spiritual eyes have been warning them. They see dangers that are going to happen, not only to them, but even to their friends before even they happen. Some of you are here and feel like, you know what, something is happening to my mother in the day. You call him and immediately you confirm, but you felt it in your spirit. You felt it in your spirit. Now those are what we call spiritual senses. And something is happening by chance, but you can be intentional at developing your spiritual and so you can tap into your spiritual equivalent. Because before even you came in that dark place of your mother's womb, there was you who existed before even you came into that body for 9 months. Before you dwelled in that body in 9 months, your spirit existed, but you lost touch with it the moment you got born. And yearning to come and help you, to allow you know what? Before you were sent here, there was a map for you. There was an ordination. There was a purpose which was designed on your life. You understand? As fighting to come, sometimes it comes in the form of sickness, sometimes it comes into the dream. But we are so busy chasing a living. We are so busy looking to survive. And we do not listen a voice of higher dimension. You understand? That's why when we take the calmness of the early morning and we get time to really look deeper, you understand? So we can allow the Spirit of God to minister into our spirit in your prayer room. I don't care what you believe in. You understand? We are all serving the same God. Are with me? Then you can start get aligned. Sometimes you will expect to tell you know what? Don't take that bus. No, according to what we are seeing, don't meet this person. Maybe call this person. You as your prayer, you remember a person you're supposed to call, like maybe when you're studying Omega Pro, but because of prayer, the Spirit tell you not call this person. Now you have this number. You have to check. You start getting signals. Start being creative. No, before you go to the office, start bypassing this place. Start getting guidance. You understand? Let me tell you, you are not new here. Before you came, there were billions of people who lived in this world that left, and they paved the path. They lived this. They were guided. I will. So don't joke with your money. That's where the champions are made. Champions are made in the early morning. And what the devil is doing is to make sure you don't utilize your money. The moment you wake up, already children are crying. Even if you're a mother, you have children to prepare. Can you wake up a little bit early when children are asleep? If you prepare your children at 5, can start waking up at 4 and have your morning routines. You understand? And really, I don't know if it's making sense to somebody here. You understand? So the first thing we do, you align. That's why for me, I tell people, if you are having a life whereby you are not spiritually developing yourself, then everything you are achieving is a waste. It's just like climbing a ladder or climbing a mountain. When you reach the top, you discover that you are supposed to climb a different mountain. After the struggle, after the hustle. So I don't care how high you have climbed, how far you have come, but as long as you took a long path, it's a waste in a spiritual dimension. Last time when I was sharing on Friday, I told you, your life start to count the moment you align with your true calling, the moment you align with your spirit. Yes, you are a body, but trust me, the body is going to die, but you still exist. When your body is done, you understand? There's at least here, forget about at least here in Africa, before even we got to know the foreign religion, we believed in ancestral kind of ancestral beings, the spirit of our ancestors which were there before even we came to be, the generation before. So meaning that could be the evidence of life after death. There's that life. You understand? But more importantly, we are not struggling to have to experience that. No, we can experience that life here in this physical body with the spiritual guidance of the God we believed in. It can guide us. And the morning, the rich people, they have tapped into that frequency whereby they wake up and when all the poor people are sleeping and they get time to meditate. Trust me, even people who don't believe in the God that we believe in, other people, they believe in ancestral spirit. Early morning, during 3 a.m., 5 a.m. is when they go to the oceans. They go to oceans to serve their marine spirits. You understand? When people they are sleeping is when they go to the neighborhood and they start chanting different words of affirmation to claim the territories with their evil spirits. You understand? When you are sleeping, somebody come around your neighborhood is chanting, they want to buy that place. Where you bought, somebody during the midnight, it walks in the neighborhood, is chanting. Before you know it, they're chasing you in your own property you bought. But somebody has been literally because you want to put a supermarket, you want to put something. You understand? But when you are sleeping, you don't have any gas, somebody is coming, is chanting around that neighborhood for you are busy sleeping. Let me tell you, this is what we want to conquer in. There are spirits that came before us. They built gates, authorities, and you cannot come and just rise by your own without any banking. Yes, you go read the book of Acts. These children, they came and want to chase demons, like the way Paul and Jesus used to chase the demons out of the possessed people. And the demons told them, Jesus we know, Paul we know. But for you, we don't know, because when we look at you, apart from the body, there's nothing spiritual is backing you up. You are on your own. We can come and disorganize you anytime we feel like, and we can go anytime we feel like, but we don't have any power over us. Why? Because there's no connection between you and the spiritual world. You understand? But to other people, when they show up, you understand? The princes of the cities, they say, no, what? This person is not alone. This person, when he came to this village to come in Dar es Salaam, when he came from the village to come into Kampala, when he crossed from his car to come to this point, he never came alone. There's a spiritual backing. There's a God behind this man. This person did not just send himself. There's somebody who sent her or him. And that power, which is someone every other morning, it will go and fight your battles. You understand? It will go and disorganize the plans of the enemies. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you in Irev, we don't want to win in only. If you are winning in the world of money. It's a waste. Money is very easy to acquire. That's why it's very easy to get money, and it's very easy even to lose that money. Are you with me? Because different spirits can give money. There are people who have gone and worshipped devils or spirits of oceans and spirits of dark places, and have gotten riches. There are people who have went sacrifice their children, sacrifice their wives, and done unspeakable things in the names of getting money. And guess what? The building they have, this blood of people that is crying, and that's like the blood of Abel that's crying underneath the ground. It was through dark sacrifices that they did. Are with me? So money is not everything here. In Irev, the person we are building is a champion who is winning in every level of life. I normally say this. Our vision is not just to get you financially free. It's to get you winning in every area of life. Spiritual is a tick. Emotional life is tick. Mental life is tick. Financial life is tick. Physical life is tick. Your social life is a tick. Your relationship life is a tick. When you are winning in every angle, when you focus on only money, and let me tell you, get all the money in the world. Then when you reach the top of the world, then you know that money was the lie. It was the tool the devil used to disconnect you from your destiny, from your true calling. And you'll be regret. I wish you use your time when you had the energy to develop all the faculties around you. Are you with me? So ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking to somebody here. This may not make sense to everybody here. But the reason why we wake up early in the morning, you understand? Because you want to be intentional about what you want to achieve in the day. You understand? Because sometimes the enemies that we are fighting, some of you have papers. Some of you are qualified. Even you are overqualified. Some of you have skills. You understand? Some of you even have better connections. But the question is, why are you still struggling? Maybe the gifts are not physical as you may think. You understand? Maybe the gifts are not physical as you think. You cannot just show up in the city just like that without any spiritual backing. Because the people who call themselves the tycoons of the city, if you trust them, there are things they do at the morning. Either they are serving, they have secret rooms in their homes, whereby they are summoning those kind of devil spirit that is the reason why for their rising. You understand? And they keep doing some sacrifice which they cannot share in public. And no wonder every business they have in the city is prospering. You understand? No wonder they cannot even teach you why they how they made, but they cannot help nobody apart maybe giving you a handout. Because if they tell you what they do in their secret place, in their secret groups, you don't believe it. Are you with me? So we start the day. We are children of God. We thank God that for us, we believe in God. I don't know about you, but for me personally, I believe in God. I believe in God. You understand? I'm not here to serve any kind of spirit or anything like that. I'm here because I discovered my calling, and I know the one who sent me and will move ahead of me. He's always guiding me. That's why I was supposed to share the law number 10. But when I'm spiritually guided, I come in, and I'll speak. I don't need to first go and cram or anything because I'm in my calling. You understand? I'm called to make sure once people are winning network marketing, it's not just about money. You understand? Above all, it's about building relationship with their creator, because once everybody builds relationship with God, I can tell you, everybody will live a life of meaning, a life of impact in whatever calling that you are in. It's not about money. You understand? It's not about the referral bonus. It's not about binary bonus. That's too small. You understand? It's not just about Omega Pro. That's too small. We are going to where we are going as Irev partners. Look far. You understand? Your physical eyes are lying you. What you are listening in your ear is not what there is. Let me tell you, some of you, when your eyes are closed, you have been seeing things. You don't need your eyes to see. Some of you, when you're deep in your asleep, you have been hearing voices. You don't need your ear to hear. I'm telling you. You understand? This thing may be a bit advanced to some people, but let me tell you, we can command our money. So what the champions in network marketing will do, this is a different skill. Even if you read all the books about network marketing, they will not export this skill to you. But this, I'm sharing this with you. I've seen it making wonders in my life. I've seen things turning around. I've seen strangers, people I never expected to work with me, coming to work with me the moment I got aligned. When you start the day, you have the power within you to call the prospect spiritually before you ever pick a phone call to call them. I know it's making a sense to you. The people you are going to call, let your prayer be the one first call them before you ever pick a phone call to call you. The people you desire to work with, can you desire them spiritually in your prayer room? And see yourself working with those people and see yourself having those kind of events. Can you feel already meeting these people? Can you see yourself already having a successful day and coordinate and orchestrate your day in your secret room before you step out to your house? When everybody is asleep, the Spirit of God goes ahead of you to meet your prospect. The Spirit of God goes ahead of you to do your presentation. The Spirit of God, because when you alone, you can have all the eloquency, all the utterancy, all the vocabularies in the world, but you can present to every person, but nobody is signing up. And we're wondering, God, every person I talk to is not signing up. You understand? People, they say I'm good as a presenter. When I present, they understand. But why are they not making a decision? Maybe not everything you see is not what it is. Maybe you need to go to this spiritual dimension of yourself. Maybe you need help. You need a mighty hand of God upon your your business, upon your network. So as you go, you see the mighty hand of God. The Holy Ghost goes ahead of you. You understand? And meets your people, meets your people, meets your people. Because you know, the reason why God is going to help you, God in the book of Psalms, as if all the first 10 chapters, they will tell you that God always fights for the people who are righteous. When you go before him, make sure your heart does not have any kind of prayer. Make sure your intention is not to scam anybody. Your intention is not to take advantage of anybody. You saw a very good business and know this business is a blessing to you and can be a blessing to this person. You don't have any intention to make this person lose money. You don't have any intention to scam this person, but all you want is to help this person to come and join you in this mission so you can make money together, so that you can rise together and help other families together. Because you know, if this person joins you with this level of influence, you can help as many people as possible. You can help as many people of God as possible. God will check your spirit, will check the mind. Because God, you know, we human beings, what we can do is to check your physical appearance. We can judge you by your makeup, by your smile, by your nice clothing and your designs, by your nice watch. We can design you from that angle. But trust me, the God we serve, he charges you from the spiritual realm. He's the one who has the technology to go and trace everything that's hidden from the masses. And he can check everything installed. He can check the intent of the heart. He can check the motive of your actions before you do them. And based on that motive, it will say no to your prayer. It will say no to your intention. And you go to meet your people when you left the God in your house. You went alone because it knows your intention. You just want to go and scam people. You understand? But still, if you are serving a different spirit, you understand? There's a spirit called mammon. If you read your Bible very well, a mammon is a spirit that wants to be praised instead of God, and it's come into material things, material things. And you make sure what you're focusing on is nice house, nice cars, nice everything. You understand? And where your treasure is where your heart is. Meaning, those things will become your God. The moment you have your nice car, you move in your neighborhood, proving to anybody how you have made it in life. And that spirit will be a motivation so it can really get into a place where you're doing better than anyone in your neighborhood. You are doing, you are inspired to just achieve material things, not to help nobody. So that spirit is upon you. As long as you can make this person invest money, and for you, you get money to buy that car, you don't care if this person loses. You understand? Because where your heart is material things. It's not about helping this person. That's why people, they have the guts. Even if I know the company is going to close the next day, I will go and bring to the person as long as it's going to join, and for me, I get paid and I achieve my material things. I don't care. That's why God always gets out of that equation. They get exposed. Are you with me? Yes, the cars may come, nice house may come. They are good things. But they come from the good motive. And when I'm moving God use me. Go out. Let me go out there and help somebody. Because the way I see Omega Pro is the way it's lifting me, the way it's giving me the hope about life. There is somebody who's looking for the same project like Omega Pro. Connect me to this person. Lord Father, connect to this person. Don't know them, but Lord Father, you are the connector of all men. You are the lifter of men. All the people in this world, you know them, you know their heart. There's somebody who's praying right now in the secret place and is looking for business like the way Omega Pro. Lord Father, let us encounter each other, just meet each other, maybe in the past, maybe where I work, maybe in the supermarket where I buy. Connect to this kind of people. But the time a person comes, they tell you, you know what? Reste, Patrick, I've been thinking about the same business for month and month. I thank God who has brought you to my path. And you think just happens. But in your secret place, you prayed and God connected you. And by the time you meet this person, it's not about your vocabulary. For them, they are already crossed before even you cross them. I've had this experience many times in my experience in this business. Well, prayer is not about my talking, it's not about my eloquence, it's not about my skills, but somebody was ordained to meet me. You understand? And I became the answer to their prayer. So what do you pray in the morning? Is it the normal prayer? Yeah, well, whatever. You know, you forget about this religious prayer. Even your prayer is written down. You are cramming. Father, the Lord of Jesus, whatever, Mother Mary, blah, blah, blah. You are just, everything is cramming up from ever since Sunday school, everything have been cramming it. It's the same prayer you are saying religiously. What are you doing? It's time to grow up spiritually. You understand? Customize your prayer, your desire, what you want to do and achieve, as long as it's pleasing and honorable to God. If you read the book of Psalms, God will always be on the side of anything that's honorable and pleasing and blameless. We're not trying to go and steal or scam nobody. There's no any reason whatsoever why God shouldn't be part of that equation. Let me tell you. I'm telling you this. So you wake up early morning. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to do? What do you want to have? Put it in the form of a prayer. Go to your knees. You understand? Cry to the God who sits in his administrative headquarters. We call it the city of the living God. The city of we call it the mount, you can call it Mount of Zion, where all angels sit. The Bible talks about innumerable number of angels that are waiting to go to be put to use. You know, because angels are supposed to work for us. You command them with your utterance of the prayer, and they will be sent by the Holy Spirit to go and meet those people before you go there, to go and take out of accidents out of your way. You understand? So that you are protected. Don't go in the city naked. That's why no matter what, you cannot move out of your house when you are not dressed up. I dare you, no matter how confident and no matter how much pride you have, no matter how much ego you have, You cannot move out of your house when you're naked, as you dress something. But beyond physical dressing of clothes, can you dress something spiritually? You understand? Can you dress something spiritually? Every time you see that, you start your day. This is the purpose of the wake up and win. This is the inspiration that I had when I said the wake up and win. You understand? So that I can open up your eyes. Beyond what you see, there are other things whereby you need your spiritual eyes to be opened up. You understand? Ladies and gentlemen, let me hope I'm sharing sense to somebody here. You understand? Let me hope somebody's getting value. If you're getting value here, tell me yes. Type 111 so that I know that we are in the same space here. Or just say yes, coach, I'm with you. That's if you can unmute yourself. Wonderful, wonderful. So
I'm with you, coach.
Yes, coach, I'm with you.
I'm with you.
Thank you, champion. So now, I'm not your ordinary upline. I'm telling you, I'm not your ordinary upline. I'll tell you things somebody are not comfortable hearing. Because my goal is to just not make you make fast at the balance. My goal is to align you to your true calling. Where money is not, if you can use Omega Pro not to be in a problem financially, your financial needs are sorted. So because many people are using money as an excuse why they shouldn't do what they have to do, because you are so busy. The reason you are so busy, even to focus on yourself, because you are looking for money. And that's the two ways the devil uses. So if God can help us and use Omega Pro to solve all your financial needs, so you can align yourself. Well, but you're not just waking up because you just want to make money. Even the time when you have got all the money, still you wake up early morning. This will be your routine. The rich people of influence, they wake up early, between 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. because there are a lot of mysteries around that time. People even who are bewitched, whereby their spiritual destinies are altered, is done within that time when they are busy sleeping. Nightmares normally happen around that time. Bad dreams normally happen about that time. You understand? Because most of the physical bodies are switched off, and most of the spirits are the one that they are more in control of people. You understand? And you can use that time for you wake up at least early at 5, even if you wake up minutes, and you coordinate your day and align your day. And this becomes your culture. Now, if you're a mother, this is the time you wake up. Put your hands on your children. You understand? Align their destinies. You understand? Align their destinies. Protect them with the blood of Jesus. Protect them. Protect them. Some of you, your husband, your wives, they may not be in this routine. They may not be joining you in this routine. Pray for them. You understand? And guide the Spirit of God. Start the other day with him. Intercede for, you call it interceding. Intercede for the people in your home. Because now this revelation has come to your ear. Yes, when you wake up, you just celebrate, look for tea, look for chai. The best you can do, take a glass of water, get your Bible, read, you understand? I'll first go straight into your prayer. After, as you're waiting for wake up and win with the third team, you at least do 30 minutes of you read the word. You understand? Because we're not just reading that Bible. You understand? We are looking for a preceding word of God about our destiny from that book. You understand? There is a message specifically for you. And most especially after the prayer, you go there, you find a message specifically for you and align and fit in your spirit. This word is for me. You understand? Not for anybody. You understand? Because many of you are in a situation and you're asking yourself, how will these things be? You understand? When you look at the situation around your life, everything is left, right, and center. And you are asking yourself, people who are unmuting themselves, please always, when you get me out of space, out of speech, and the thing I'm not writing them down. I speak as I'm commanded. You understand? So if you don't unmute yourself, you're getting out of the speed. Let's keep the calmness so that I can flow very well. You know, some of you are in a situation whereby we look at your family life, when you look at your relationship life, when you look at your financial life, when you look at your everything around you, and look at something you believe, which is a hope, which is the light at the end of the tunnel. The question that comes to your life, how will this thing be? Even ever since you joined Omega Pro, even you're not binary qualified, even you're not hit your first rank, and even people are talking about people becoming diamonds. It's like people, they are making money very easy. And Omega Pro, apart from admiring the money people they are making their back office, for me, if you look, even the people around you, nobody even can afford to come and join you. People around you, even they are negative about this business. And yet your hope is in Irev partner, yet your hope is in Omega Pro. And you're asking yourself, how will this thing be, Lord? How will I even become the silver? How will I become, when even people I talk to, most of them, they are negative? You understand? And you think it should be a physical answer. Understand? And you ask yourself, how will these things be? You understand? How will these things be? Because if you sat in your middle oblongo, they don't have any formula to get you out of that situation. You understand? You look at your workplace, everything is turning against you, but yet you have a hope for better tomorrow because you have a family to take care of. Like, the good future for my children. You understand? The life I want to create. How will these things be? How will these things be? I've come to speak to somebody here. If you read your Bibles, I'm not ashamed of the person. I'm a strong believer in Jesus Christ, the Lord and the personal Savior of my life. Those who are not aware of that, if you're not him, I cannot speak to you the way I speak to you. I'm a Stephen, I never started this. You understand? But his spirit has been guiding me. That's why I'm never ashamed to proclaim him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, go lead you. I'll use this scripture very well more than I was supposed to use this team building. We shall always use them. But let me tell you something. There are things that will happen in your life and you don't know how you're going to get out of the situation. And the enemy will make you think as if it's the end of the Lord. And somehow, even some people, even you don't know where you're going to get your transport. Some of you don't know even how you're going to get food for your tomorrow in this journey. Because once you align to something that can get you, the enemy, the devil, or the dark spirit, they will make sure that you don't focus. They will make sure you lose focus. You understand? And putting situations that will distract you. Most of them, they are negative. You understand? And if you're not strong in faith, if you cannot see things that are going to be when they're not yet, it will be hard for you to persevere. It will be hard for you to persist in even building on your Omega Pro business. It will be very hard. So sometimes you look at, yes, you need to upgrade your account. But sometimes even moving from $100 to $500 is a challenge. I ask you, how will even this thing be? No sign up, no nothing. You understand? This is where we need to go back in our secret place. Let me tell you something. Something happened when Moses was getting the children from slavery, the children of Israel from slavery, from the hands of Pharaoh, who had made them slaves for 400 years. Imagine 400 years when you are locked out of your destiny. You understand? And the voice of God came to Moses. I told Moses, you know what? You need to take people out of what? Out of that slavery. You understand? And then you need to take them to the wilderness so they can serve me. So the purpose where God led these people, the Israelites, is for the purpose of him serving what? Serving him. You understand? A moment. What was the purpose of him him serving. But these people, the moment they reached the Red Sea, they were seeing the Pharaoh or the Egyptian with their chariots coming to eat them up. And in front of them, they had the Red Sea, which they cannot cross, whereby the enemy was seizing them. And trust me, the anger, Pharaoh, if Pharaoh was given a chance to have these so-called Israelites with their God, to have them in their hand, he was going to chew them and kill them like nothing. The anger Pharaoh and his men had over these people, trust me. And everybody was asking them, how can we even survive this situation? But trust me, because they were to Pharaoh, they thought these people they are alone. But this people, there was a God who sent them out of the prisons of slavery. So even in the wilderness, they were not alone, because they had the spiritual backing. When Moses said to them, what can we do? The enemy is seizing us. He told them, what do you have in your hand? Use your hand. And he divided the Red Sea. And when he was divided the Red Sea, the cloud of God came and covered the Israelites. Even they could not see where they were going. In that moment, as the sea was parting, as the Israelites were crossing over the sea, the enemy thought we were pursuing them. But the enemy, they were running into a trap. You understand? But what I'm trying to say here, what I'm trying to pick from there, even at the last minute, when the children were asking, they would say, what do you think will happen? God made a way where seemed to be no way. So somebody, you may be stuck in your Omega Pro business. But I can tell you, today is the final day for you to eat a lunch in Omega Pro. The month of August is closing today. But if you have the God and still have the faith, even at the last minute, God can do something. The signups can come in and you qualify for that land. You still have faith. You understand? Because you're not the one who sends people sign up under your team. There is a spirit of God that sends people in your realm so they can sign up and work with you. There's no man who lifts another fellow man. It's a God who lifts other men. God is a lifter of men, no one else. He will use other people to lift you. And people, they will come to work with you because God has checked your heart. So align yourself, make sure that there is a reason why God should work with you. You understand? But more importantly, when the Spirit of God came to Mary, if you read your Bible, and told, you know what, Mary, you are blessed and highly favored among all women, because you are going to give birth to the Holy One of Israel, the Son of the living God. You understand? And okay, this was an interesting speech. But what Mary looked to this angel who was sent by God, he asked him, how will this thing be? Provided I've not seen any man in my life. I'm a virgin. You are telling me I'm going to get pregnant, give birth. Come on. That's in his mind, it was impossible. Because I was ready to believe for things like this to happen, I need to first sleep with a man. Can you imagine? And anybody, if he shared this speech with anybody in her generation, they could tell her, no, come on, don't be crazy. That cannot happen. For you to be pregnant, you need to what? You need to what? You need to sleep with a man. But guess what? This gets, if you read that part of the scripture, it gets interesting. Even if the angel had come to bring the preceding word from the God about what was old, like what you are hearing from your spirit, some of you are hearing that you are supposed to be in a better place than where you are supposed to be right now. Some of you in your spirit, you hear messages telling you that you are supposed to be a black diamond in Omega Pro. Some of you are hearing messages, voices in your spirit telling you are supposed to be in places of influence. Some of you are hearing voices that are commanding you that you are supposed to help a lot of people. But when you look at you, the situation around you is very difficult for you to get pregnant along that line. You cannot give birth to that version of yourself. The same way, you understand, when the angel approached Mary, and there was no evidence of how you can make it happen. You understand? So always, even if when you read the Bible, there's words that you can catch. You understand? That are supposed to be your own. Something that are supposed to be manifest. You understand? Whereby you are the only person that's supposed to make that a reality. You understand? Some of you are hearing voices whereby you are supposed to be the first millionaire in your family. You're gonna be the first person even to enter politics and become a person of influence in your family. Some of you are hearing voices and you believe you are gonna be the first person even to take a flight outside your family. You understand? Some of you are hearing voices that your marriage is going to survive. You are going to do unbelievable things. But inside, when you have a self-talk, yes, it's going to become a positive thinker, but how will the thing be? That's the question you're asking yourself. How will the thing be? Because you look at the evidence around you. If things kept moving the same way they have been moving for the past, God knows how many years, even you can put it in 5 years, it's all about survival mode. What I like about Mary, he said, okay, I may not know how it's going to be happening. I may not have the technology. I may not have the mind to perceive what you are telling me right now. But I know this word cannot come to my mind without the technology that can make it manifest. So maybe the same spirit that has brought this word to me is the same spirit I need to trust to pave the way to make it happen. So Mary says, I give you permission. Let it be done according to your will. That's what Mary used to do, to believe and have faith in what was said to her at the well. He said, okay, let it be done. You understand? I may not know how it's going to be done. I may not know how I'm going to get these sign-ups. I don't know how I'm going to be Black Diamond. I don't know how I'm going to help all these kind of people. You understand? I want to know how I will have all these countries under me. But God, I believe in your word. May it be done according to your will. That's enough. You give permission to a spiritual dimension to back you up instead of doubting yourself. Mary had a chance on the way to say, no, that's one I don't believe. Angel, go talk to you. Stop kidding. Stop your conversation. He had the chance to rebuke the angel of God. But she believed and took it to heart. And the moment she believed, the Spirit of God covered her and hovered her, meaning the rest of her life, the Spirit of God covered her. Even it moved ahead of her. There's what they call the Spirit of God covering you and made her pregnant with this reality she had perceived. You understand? Once you believe, the Spirit of God is going to cover you. You understand? In that, the people who are going, let me tell you, if Joseph, the husband of Mary, he went ahead with a plan to divorce Mary because he discovered that this woman got pregnant, not because of my child. If Mary was on her own, trust me, Mary, during the time when you get pregnant outside marriage, they could stone you to death. During the time of the Jews, they could really stone you. You understand? And it could be a shame to the society. Her pride would be a waste. But Mary never said nothing because she believed there's a spirit that brought this message, and this spirit will fight for me my battles. And when Joseph was sleeping, thinking he was just a normal sleep, the angel of God walked into him and told him, you know what, Joseph, the wife you are seeing, she never cheated. She never went and accepted the man. The Spirit of God, she's pregnant. People were questioning, that, so I don't want to go that. And from that time, Joseph took in Mary as her own wife and the child as her own child. And for the rest of his life, even Joseph had to do the fatherhood. Jesus even was a carpenter. If that's that Spirit of God that sent a message, that sent this revelation to Mary, never went ahead of her, there was no way Jesus could have given birth and have a father figure like Joseph. Joseph was ready to throw in his town and walk away. So I'm here to tell you, you may be asking yourself, how will you think be? The question is, are you the one who sent yourself? You may ask yourself, how will you think be if you are outside your purpose? But if you feel in your spirit that you are called to do this, continue believing it. They may not be the way, they may not be a way right now, but the one who has sent that message, who has called you, will pave the way. So that's the morning. That's the message I have for you this morning. Let me hope it has woken up your spirit. Maybe hope it has steered your spirit. This is the wake up and win that we always, this is the purpose, what you feel in your spirit right now. This is the purpose why they wake up and win. We don't just wake up to just spoil data. You understand? You wake up to be lifted. But my message in summary, I'm telling you, don't wait to wake up at 6 a.m. Wake up early, 5 a.m. so that you can have personal relationship. Do your routines. You understand? Do the prayers. You understand? Do your spiritual life. Read the word of God. But more important, ladies and gentlemen, you do your exercise and take that fresh shower and get ready to win in the day. Everybody can wake up early in the morning, but not everybody wakes up to win. You understand? Waking up is very good, but let's be intentional on what we do the moment we wake up. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, let me hope you have been blessed with this message. I can get a few people who may supplement or share, or God has given to you something when I'm sharing this with you about your Omega Pro business, about anything in any area of your life. If I've been blessed by this message, please raise up your hand. Even if it's a word of thank you not to me, but to the Spirit of God that has used me to send this message to you. You can raise up your hand just to say thanks to God for this message. You understand? Who am I to be thanked? I believe always the glory goes back to the Spirit of God that enables me to share this message with you, because sometimes I come when I'm honestly not prepared. Thank you. So raise up your hand, those who want to share something. I feel there's something you want to say, there's something you need to supplement in 1 minute or less. So can you also give other people a chance to share that? Thank you. Put your hands up, those who want to, who feel like you have been blessed by this message, and you can share. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think my network is not okay. But let's put our hands up. Let's put our hands up. Let's put our hands up. Oh, my network was poor. Sorry about my network. But before my network got poor, you had something. Okay. So who got something of value? Oh, nobody got something of value. Oh, sorry.